Hey, Howie Mandel here. I'm on the Howard Stern Show today, and I'm now an author. I'm going to promote my book, Here's the Deal, Don't Touch Me. Well, I'm going to talk to Howard, and then hopefully some listeners buy my book. Or you wouldn't be a listener if you're watching this, you're a viewer. But you listen too. So it's a book. Is this closed captions, Howard TV? Closed caption for the hearing impaired?
It's not.
It's not?
No.
Oh. I am on Howard Stern, a book. I did a book. I want to talk about the book.
Howie Mandel's here, one of my favorite people. Love when he comes on the show. Very open guy. Just wrote a book all about his OCD. Obsessed. He wrote a book about it.
He's teaching people how to be OCD.
He's teaching people how to have OCD.
How to.
He's been very successful.
How
from
to.
it. You know, it's a funny thing. I was in a meeting last night, and you were the focus of the meeting, actually. I was sitting with some high-level television executives who have said to me, you know, you really should be on television doing some sort of game show. And I said, you know, that fucker Howie Mandel, I said, he's got it right. So he probably goes in there, day or two a week, making 15, 16, I don't know, $1 million a year doing this thing.
Right.
Bangs it out.
I said, that's my hero. I said, that's my hero, Howie Mandel.
We actually did. We moved to Connecticut. You know, we were in Waterford, Connecticut. In 20 days, I did 130 episodes.
Wow.
That's what I want.
And you're done.
I want a show where I don't have to work. That's what I want.
People always say it's so great.
Howie, it's easy, right?
It is easy. But people think it's greater than it is. Can I tell you a quick story about people thinking it's greater than it is?
Right.
We're shooting in Connecticut, and after taping, I was playing at the Mohegan Sun. You know, I do stand-up. So
but by the way, you're shooting in Connecticut.
Right.
That's where that all takes place. Is that because you
taxes? No, because the economy, it's cheaper than L.A. So I went there, and I'm playing at the Mohegan Sun. I'm doing comedy there. So I said to the crew and the models, I said, you know, come to the show, and then we'll all go out. We'll have dinner afterwards. So I'm doing my show, and in the middle of my show, Stephen Baldwin.
Yeah.
He's in the audience. He kind of makes himself known.
He shouts out in the middle of the show?
No, he was there with Tony Orlando and Don. I have no idea why they're all back together.
Maybe they're
again.
all religious.
You know, probably. I don't know.
Right.
But anyway, I see him, and then he comes backstage after, and he was, and I said, you know, you can hang out. We're going to go into the club. We rented the whole place for dinner with the crew, and so he goes, he said the exact same thing. This Deal or No Deal thing. It's great. And did you bring everybody from L.A.? You know, like the models here or whatever. You know, and I said, you know, it's funny. You should. This model right here this is a model. Now let me backtrack. Right. Like your show, you kind of shit happens.
Right.
And on our show, he is known. I guess I could say this. He's known as the vagina whisperer.
What does that mean?
Well, he started with somebody on the show. He's got apparently a silver tongue. You know, he just and
he was having an affair with one of the women.
I don't know if he was having an affair, but he was servicing.
Right, and he knows how to talk to a woman's vagina.
I don't know if there was a lot of talking, but there might have been like humming and moving, and you know.
He knows how to make a woman.
But amongst the ladies, he got a reputation. One woman spoke to another woman, and then I'll be honest, one of their models heard this.
Yes.
And she said, I want to
talk to the vagina.
I want to know.
I got to talk to the vagina whisperer.
Right.
Okay.
I want some FaceTime.
Right.
You know, with the so she does that, and apparently
he's fantastic.
It was fantastic.
Right.
But and many nights over and over again, we would hear there was a great story in the morning. I couldn't wait to come to work, and we would hear about it. And, and the hotel was complaining that the bedboard was broken. And you know, so she confides and says, you know, I feel bad. This guy is servicing me every night, and I'm not giving back. And tonight, she tells. Tonight, I'm going to give back. I'm going to tip your server.
He was strictly licking her.
Yes.
And she didn't return the favor by licking him or giving him sex. It was strictly he would just go there
and service her.
Wow.
Amazing, right?
That's amazing.
It is amazing. Okay, so she says, I'm going to service him back. And she says that her only trepidation is that this would be the first time she ever sucked white dick.
Oh.
She tells.
All right.
This
Go
is
ahead.
and
She
it's very.
confides that in you.
Yeah, you know,
I don't
your
know if the
job
word
is
confide.
your job is not easy. I take
No,
it
it
all
isn't.
back.
It
Go ahead.
isn't
Yeah.
easy.
Yeah.
And it was. I thought it was kind of funny that she was so open and confiding. And I go, "What are you going to do tonight?" She goes, "Well, tonight, for the first time, I'm going to suck some white dick." And everybody who came on the set that day, I said, meet. I don't know if I should say her name, but anyway, I can give you her number.
Right.
But I actually have the phone that we should call her.
I would love to speak with her.
We will.
Yes.
Okay.
But
You know
go
what,
ahead.
Rich? If you're in the green room, give Gary the phone number. We should wake her up because
Now, this is one of the girls who holds the suitcase.
you know what? If she wants to tell you her name and her number, she is known. She is on the show.
But it's a model.
It is a model.
Model. Wow.
Now back to so she's saying everybody passes. That was my thing for the day. I'd say meet so and so. Tell them what you're going to do tonight. She goes, well, tonight I might be sucking some white dick.
You're like a big family. I didn't realize you're this close
That's a
to
family.
everyone.
That's what families talk about. That's
I
what
can't
family.
believe you're not banging any of these models. But
well,
go
here's
ahead.
the thing.
All
So
right.
Stephen Baldwin comes backstage with Tony Orlando and Don and this was like that day.
Right.
Okay.
And then he goes, everybody, the whole crew came out from L.A. And I go, yeah. He goes, even the models are here. I go, lo and behold, this girl you're standing, this is one of the models.
Right.
And he goes, wow. And I go, tell him what you're going to do tonight. She goes, tonight I'm sucking white dick. And he looks at me and he goes, you have the best fucking job.
You do.
And he turned around and he left. And I just want to make it clear, it wasn't me.
All right.
I was not the white dick.
But it doesn't matter. You are surrounded by people who are exciting and sexual. These models that you work with on
Right.
Deal or No Deal are exceptional beauties. I mean, they're temptresses. I mean, they're gorgeous.
It's amazing.
I'm shocked by how many hot chicks are into just standing there with a suitcase. It's just amazing.
They're thrilled.
And some of them have broken out. Like they have a fan club and they have a whole thing. I mean,
they have websites. And you can
guys
catch
ride them.
And guys ride them?
Ride them.
Oh, and ride.
And ride them.
And ride them.
Right.
But do we have, did Rich, do you have communication? Did he get her number? We should wake her up.
We got a number, called, and all I got was voicemail, Howie.
She's probably sleeping.
I left the number.
Well, did she suck his white dick?
Yeah.
Oh, so how'd it go? Are they
I
falling
don't know.
in love?
I wasn't trying to get the information.
He must be some stud because this girl's probably extremely good looking. You would think he'd stop the party right there.
Well, no, I don't know if he's a stud as much as he's. I think women are like me. I don't know. I can't speak for you, but if you heard that there was if there was a chick that gave great blowjobs, you would partake.
You wouldn't.
I wouldn't, but I mean, you would. So if you heard there was a guy with a silver tongue, you would not.
No, Robin's a classy lady.
You would not.
She just does anal in bathrooms with strangers. But that's a different story.
See, I would think that a woman would think that was an asset.
There could be women who do, but I wouldn't.
The whole new book is about your OCD.
Well, here's the thing. The book starts, and it starts with you.
Yes.
Do you know that?
That's what I wanted to bring up.
The book is called Here's the Deal, Don't Touch Me. And about 11 years ago, and this is not, I set out to do an autobiography because I've been in the business for 30 years. I thought I had a bunch of funny stories to tell.
You're an amazing comedian.
I'm an amazing comedian.
No, you really are. You really are quite good.
And I've done a lot of funny things. But, I am, in my life, I have been tortured.
By OCD. And I didn't realize how young you were when it started.
My whole life.
Your whole life.
I can't remember not.
You can't remember not having these rituals.
Wow.
It's not only rituals, and yes, and I was ridiculed as a kid. I talk about it in the book. As a little kid, when my shoelaces got untied, I couldn't retie them because they had touched the ground. So people thought I couldn't tie my shoes, and then I'd walk, and they'd make fun of me, and then I'd have to walk to keep my shoes on. I'd walk like Quasimodo just to try to keep.
You couldn't tie your shoes. You were afraid of the germs that were picked up off the ground. On the
Did you have new shoelaces
and I had
every
rituals.
day?
And you could,
to have. I'd say to my mom, I can't tie my shoes. Could you tie my shoes? They're like, nobody really understood.
Right.
Did you confess to your mother that you had this fear of germs? That's why you couldn't tie your shoes?
They knew that.
They knew.
Everybody knew that. My brother we used to physically fight, and he could stop the fight by lifting the laundry hamper, and just hold it up. I'd scream like a little girl, and I'd be gone.
You know what's funny? Because with my OCD, I could conceal it. In other words, no one ever knew I had it.
But do you really have OCD, or do you have
I'm controlling it. I've learned to control it, but I have it.
But OCD...
I mean, to the point where I couldn't read a book because I had to sit there and tap the corner like 500 times before I could actually read the page.
Oh, really?
So, yeah. I mean,
so
it was
how
bad.
do you control it?
I started to tell you, but you didn't make the connection.
No, I read the Dr. Sarno.
Yeah, but you've got to take another leap there. Even Dr. Sarno was shocked that I got rid of my OCD through his methods.
If you really had the cure, Howard, you
I
could,
have
as
it.
much as you make doing this, I don't believe you have the cure.
I do.
Do you know how medicated I am? Do you know how many times I go to
I
a
believe it.
psychiatrist?
I go to a psychiatrist too, but the fact...
So does your psychiatrist say you're cured?
I did this without the psychiatrist. No, sometimes it gets bad and it starts to come back.
Oh, well, that's the point. It's not cured.
And
It's
I've
ebbs and
started-
flows. I have times when, to be totally honest with you, I could shake somebody's hand. I'm just afraid to trigger it. If I trigger it, that could be the end of the day.
I don't want to sound simplistic, but it's probably as simple as you just giving it up. Like just stopping.
Giving it up.
Just
You know how many fucking meetings I go to
Take the
a week?
rituals and throw them out the window.
I mean, whether it's a therapist or a psychiatrist or I'm taking medication.
Howie.
Giving it up.
Go take your hand and rub it all over that door handle. Just do it. Just do it.
Stick your hand in the
No.
toilet.
And say, fuck it. So I'm going to die. Who gives a shit? What's going to... I started to
No, but
understand what
you
the
don't
anxiety...
understand.
I got behind the anxiety.
No, but the point is, I understand that I'm not going to die. I understand. That's what fucks you up because
Right.
intellectually it makes no sense.
I know.
And you go,
So
I'm
just
a
do it.
fucking mental case.
Just do it. And then then you start getting used to breaking the rituals. And then it becomes a whole game.
I try. You don't. I've sat in meetings and they've made me shake people's hands or just hold somebody's hand in a meeting.
Right.
I've done that.
Listen to how bad Howie has it, and he has it worse than I ever did.
I know he does, yeah.
Howie used so much Purell, which by the way, here's my Purell. I keep it here every time
I'm not
someone
allowed
comes
to
in.
use it.
I know, and I'll tell you why. Listen to this.
He's not allowed to use it?
He's not allowed to use it.
No.
Howie used this freaked me out because it's given me some thoughts. Howie used so much Purell that he destroyed all of his hands' antibodies.
Right.
Wow.
He started getting warts on his hands because his immune system wasn't strong enough to fight common viruses. Now that
Right.
makes sense
so
to
if
me.
I touched anything, I started getting warts.
Yeah.
It freaked me out. So
Right.
it's not good to. I understand that germs are good for me,
Right.
but I can't.
You can't wrap your head around touching stuff.
I can't.
So
I'm actually.
does that give you pause, Howard? Because I see you grabbing that Purell
I
all
only
the
use the
time.
Purell after someone comes in here and shakes my hand.
That's still
Here's the
a lot of antibiotics
you have a lot
going
of power.
on your hands.
Why do we have to shake hands? Why can't we just abolish that?
Agreed. I mean, I'm going to this power fist thing, but everyone looks like you're a fucking hump if you sit there and power fist everyone.
Well, it's not even. I don't even want to. Why do you have to touch somebody?
You
Why
don't
is it
wanna
hello?
fist.
Bow,
Even.
bow like the Japanese do, or something.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing. I love
How
it.
about
Look,
hi?
I haven't seen you in a while. I love it. You have the best job. I don't know if people know that you're in a hermetically sealed case.
Yeah, that's
I
what
love
you want.
that.
By the way, why the thumb ring? Why are you now wearing a thumb ring? I think that's a little fey. It's kind of gay. You're a
This is
straight
gay?
guy. Yeah.
Yeah, I am a
Why are you
straight
wearing
guy.
a thumb ring?
I didn't.
shocked.
I never even thought about that. It's just that I bought it, and it's
It's
gay.
a girly thing.
Really?
Thumb ring, yeah. Guys don't wear a thumb ring. How many guys you know
He's
wear a thumb ring?
breaking the mold.
I
again.
don't count. That's.
I wear a ring. It's
I'm
on,
living on the
it's
edge.
on my finger.
That's a wedding ring, right?
No, it's just a ring. My
Why
wife
are you wearing a
bought it.
ring?
Because I think it looks good. It makes my hands
Why
attractive.
are you wearing jewelry? And that's not fake.
Yeah, well, that is. I guess in a way you
You're
could say
wearing it
everything
because
is.
it looks attractive.
Well,
I'm
yeah.
wearing
but
a
the
thumb
ring.
I'm not wearing any. Well, I'm wearing this. This is this my wife got me from an infomercial. This is for arthritis.
You've got arthritis now, too?
I don't know, but I won't get it.
He's nuts.
I
I
am
notice.
nuts.
I notice your thumb ring though. It sticks out a little too much.
Do you want-
It's
is
the
it-
large thumb ring.
And even this jewelry you're wearing around your neck. I wear jewelry around my neck, but yours is outside the turtleneck.
Right?
What are you doing?
It's not. It's not right. You
Really?
should hide that. It's not good. It's not right. It's not fun. It's not funny. No, I mean seriously. You. That am I right, Robin? He doesn't need
It's
that. That's
like,
women.
Who
That's a
is
lot.
he? Myrtle?
No.
You
Myrtle?
know, older women do that.
Yeah. Howie's,
It's like a brooch.
Howie's
wearing a
making
brooch.
Howie's making a lot of money. He's buying too much jewelry.
Jewelry. Do you know what this is?
What
you
is
see what
that?
this is? Look what this is. It's
I
a
don't wanna touch
marble.
it. Oh, it's a marble.
It's a
around your neck.
marble.
Okay.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and apparently it's made out of quartz, and I get energy.
Oh, my God.
Ah, you poor bastard.
You're too funny.
You're so tortured. I'll tell you how tortured Howie Mandel is. You got to hear this one. This is
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
And this is all chronicled in the new book. And by the way,
Here's the deal.
Here's the Deal is the book. Here's the Deal. Don't touch me. It's in stores now. And I should mention Howie will be signing copies of his book tonight.
Is that going to be torture for you?
Oh, you have no idea.
Now,
What
by
are
the
the
way,
chances
I signed-
that I would come up? You signed thousands.
Thousands. And I've got the same thing you got.
But you didn't release it in the midst of H1N1. The first time there's a world
Listen, there's
pandemic.
always something.
This is like a fucking joke on me.
I
is
sat there. I shook everyone's hand. I sat there and I signed. And you know how I got through
I wore
it?
a mask and gloves yesterday. I did a signing yesterday.
Did you really?
Yes, I did.
Oh, my God.
Yes, I did. And they said, please take it off. It's a little...
Yeah, it's a little putting off your
so
fans.
I did take it off. I did take it off. But we should, you know,
Listen to me. I sat there and I said, you know what? Today I'm going to embrace what it is I'm doing. What's the worst thing that happens? So I'll get the flu. I'll get the flu. What am I going to do?
Then you don't have OCD. If you can do that.
I got to push through it. I've got it. But I push through it.
If I could push through it.
You could do it.
Based on what?
Based on my experience.
But you don't know how it is for him.
I know how it is.
There are milder cases of everything. You know,
the
like
truth
you
of the
could
matter
have a
is,
little
and because
something.
I'm in the forum of comedy, people don't realize how rough it is. You know, they don't realize it's really. I am this close, and I've said this many
To a nervous
times.
breakdown.
Sometimes
What
I
you're
can lock
having
myself away.
What you're having is a male nervous breakdown.
I think sometimes Artie, they take what you go through as lighter than it is because you talk about it. But it's
yeah, no, absolutely. I'm way fucked up.
No, but then I would imagine many people approach you
Right,
and think,
because it
"Oh,
becomes-
you could deal. Just don't do the
Right,
drugs."
no, exactly. Yeah.
Howie, I've got it as bad as you do. If I told you I got from
So
our
what'd you
for a
tell him?
living-
What'd you tell Artie?
Hold
Just
it.
don't do drugs.
Oh, I told Artie he's going to be fired if he doesn't get his shit together. And snap right
and
out
you
of
think
it.
you think that'll snap him right out of it?
Of course. No, I would never say that to Artie. But here's the thing. You can't say anything to Artie. Artie's...
I
But
love
it's the
how
same
Howard gets
thing.
Artie's
competitive with OCD. He's got to have it as bad as you.
No, I'm trying to help Howie. I've got it
He's
hard.
competitive, or I am.
Howie,
is.
I have to sit and read newspapers and magazines in order to be in touch, have things to talk about, and do
I
prep for
get
the
that.
show.
I get that.
I had to sit there and tap and do rituals, and it took me over an hour to get just even dressed in the morning.
Did you go to therapy for it?
No.
So you just said,
I
"I'm
went
just not
to
gonna do
Dr.
it."
Sarno for back pain. It
Yeah.
was all tied into the same thing, all my anxieties, everything. And the reason I had back pain is because the OCD was driving me nuts. And I never acknowledged the OCD, even to myself. I just kept pushing it away. And then when I acknowledged it and said how unhappy I was, my back pain went away, and I eased up on the OCD.
I'm telling you how unhappy I am.
I was unhappy.
So I'm
unhappy
I'm
too.
not acknowledging it. There's a book there.
All right, now listen to me. This is how bad Howie has his OCD.
Right.
Listen to this one. This is wild. This is you got me topped on this one. Howie built a second home in his backyard to escape his family's germs.
What?
He's the only one allowed in the house.
No, when they're sick.
It's like a quarantine area for you.
But that was another house. That was the house before this, and that's when I wrote the book. Now I've got a bigger house, so I move into another part of the house. But just let's get away from germs. Why is that crazy?
Why is it crazy to build a second home and be away from your family?
Second home. I built it was like a. What's that? It had a little kitchen and a bedroom.
Whoa.
That's crazy.
I mean, it is. It's
come on,
it's not
Howie.
crazy. It's a horrible, horrible existence.
It
as successful
actually
as
is.
it is. It's a torture chamber.
I am tortured.
You've got to get this under control.
I'm telling you, I'm trying.
Did you ever figure out what was behind it?
They think it's physiological. They think
No.
it's from strep.
It's not.
Why do you have all the fucking answers?
Because I told you I got rid of it.
Why are you going to a psychiatrst?
I got a bunch of other problems
That
I
you
can't
can't
get
get
rid
rid
of.
of.
No, I'm working on getting rid of. I got other problems.
So you need help with that. OCD, you're the master of.
I have a lot of anger.
Yeah, you should have a psychiatrist call in. I'm telling you, you're out of. Well, I have a lot of
No
anger.
psychiatrist believes it. Now, I have a lot of anger, and the thing is, even
I'm crazy
recently,
angry.
I went to the psychiatrist. He calmed me down, and you know why? Well, I'm not going to get into it. Let me stick with your thing.
Okay. But
How he got so
I'd
skeeved
rather
out.
hear how I get calmed down.
You know what I like about your book?
As much as I want to sell books, I want to hear how to.
Calm down.
I can do a how I got cured by Howard.
listen to
Howard
me.
cures Howard.
Well, in a way, I got to figure out a way to convey this information to you. I haven't figured out how to explain it really.
I'm
I
not
really
an
haven't.
idiot. I understand.
No, I don't. I don't have the ability to communicate what I did properly because even.
But you said it still comes back.
Sure, it's there. It's always going to be there, but I'm able to control it.
Are you on medication?
No, zero medication.
Really?
Will not take medication.
You will not take medication.
No, absolutely
Why? Are you
not.
afraid you'll lose your edge?
No. Well, I don't want to be on medication.
He's because of his OCD, he can't take
That's
medication.
it.
My OCD won't allow me to. But if I touch this 50 times, I could take medication. Howie admitted something here that I think is very brave.
What did he say?
Howie gets skeeved out from touching his own children's hands.
Oh.
That's heartbreaking.
Well, when you said he moved into the other house, it was pretty much saying he can't even stand his family.
Right. Well, I'll tell you the truth.
They get it.
Well, it's nice that you admit that because even with my kids, when my kids go to hold my hand, the OCD kicks in.
Yeah.
And then I go, these are my kids.
But it makes no sense. You know, it's hand to hand. I can have kids. I can have sex.
Right. Because those are
do
the things you
whatever.
want.
I could touch anything else.
Right.
Well, you know what? When just talking about it, when Howard used to first try to tell me he had OCD, I said it was impossible. And he said, why don't you believe me? And I said, because girls come in here every day.
Oh, that's different.
And you touch them.
Oh, there was no germs there. It's funny how it works.
I'm not afraid of that.
You know, when I was in...
But I get that.
When I started out in radio, I firmly believe one of the reasons I ended up not being a disc jockey who plays records.
Right.
Playing records was so difficult for me. I had to only touch the outside of the record. I had rituals with the records and to put them away. I couldn't put them away during the show because it would take forever.
So when you say I couldn't handle this, you literally couldn't handle it.
I couldn't handle it. That's right. Everything freaked me out. And so my studio, Fred will attest to this, in Hartford when I was a music DJ, he would help me put away my records. I didn't tell him I had OCD. I just looked like a big slug.
I just figured you were so busy with the show
but
that
the records,
you just didn't have time for
the
it.
records were all over the floor, and I'd start rolling my chair over the records. You can't do that at a radio station.
Right.
And then I had to position them a certain way, touch them, put the albums back a certain way, touch my pinky over the thing. It was so bad. So if I tell you I had it,
No, okay, so now I'll believe you had it, because that
right.
drives me crazy, because people come up to me all the time, I got a little bit of that.
No,
Just
I'm
don't
not
worry about
talking about I won't step on
But
a
it's
crack.
like, people who are afraid of flying, they go, oh, just don't think about it. If you're afraid of flying, you can't just not think about it. If you're addicted to something, you can't just say, just don't take it.
You got to suck it up and tough it out. And you've
But
got
I
to
can't. I
you've
wish
got
I could.
to. You've got to.
And you can't articulate how you did that.
I'm going to think how I can express it to you, and I'm going to call you and try, and because I think it's a long, boring conversation for
Well, it's not
anybody who
good
doesn't
radio.
have it. It's not good radio.
But can you imagine, even if this was the worst broadcast in the history, if you could actually cure... You know how many hits I get? If you could actually cure people, there are people locked away. Did you see that the Leonardo DiCaprio movie about Howard Hughes?
Yes.
See how he ended his life
Yes.
naked, pissing in a bottle in a room?
Right.
Yeah.
You could have helped him.
Well, I guess I could have, but I
Where
haven't.
were you?
I was able to do it for myself, and yet when I explain it, it somehow doesn't. People don't connect to it who have OCD. They don't understand what I'm saying. So
But
I'm not
once
communicating
again-
properly.
You have no idea how I get freaked. I mean, I'm talking about it right now, and I'm not freaked, but I get freaked out. I mean, I was in a room like a couple of months ago, and I broke all the glasses in the room because
Why?
I accidentally touched one.
But why break them?
I went
Crazy?
You went
Yeah.
crazy. You got upset about it.
Yeah.
Well, you're suffering.
I didn't want them there to be
Yeah,
touched, so I
yeah.
smashed all the glasses in the room.
So
But
Howie,
And then the
Howard does,
hotel
you know,
guy
Howard
said,
makes
you got a lot of broken glass in your room.
the problem with
Howard,
OCD.
you make light of it, but you still struggle with it
I do.
every day.
The problem, of course, I struggled with it this morning.
So you're not cured.
I go through the day pretty effortlessly. You know, all of a sudden a little obsessive thought will come in, and then I almost get caught up in it, and I go, fuck it. And
Well,
then
people don't understand. It's like a skipping record. It could even be, it's not even a ritual. It could be a horrible thought that
That's
you
right.
can't get out of your head.
That's right.
You
But
know? And then I can't function.
I understand. So I know how bad it is. Believe me, I do. And I know you come around and people say, oh, I have that, but
Right.
they don't really have it.
Right.
But
there's a lot of funny, in the book, I tell a lot of funny stories.
Oh, I'm
It's
getting a
not
lot of
how-to.
laughs here.
It's not.
so listen to this. Howie wears a surgical mask when his kids are sick. He won't sleep or eat in the same room as his wife if
Right,
she's sick.
right.
Howie's in therapy on medication for anxiety to help him deal with his OCD.
Right.
Howie owns a $6,000 toilet that opens and closes itself because he doesn't want to touch the toilet.
Let me
That's
tell you about that.
amazing.
It's not amazing. You know where I found the toilet? I actually found it here in New York. I was staying at the W
Shoots
Hotel.
water up your ass?
Yeah,
Yeah.
do you have that?
That whole thing.
Somebody actually sent us a letter yesterday. Said they would give us these free toilets
Toto.
because they're big. Yeah, they're a big fan of ours. But I'm not looking for that. In fact, I have trouble.
I'll take another one.
I
Toto. I love Toto.
I have a trouble
I
with
will-
the toilet seats too, but I take them and I just close them with my hand. And
But
that's it.
this
you
is
have your
amazing.
own
You want to
bathroom
hear
here.
how I found this? I walked into the toilet in a presidential suite, I think at the W Hotel here.
Yeah.
And I walk in and I got freaked out. The toilet seat just went up.
Right.
And a light came on and there was a glow and it was like calling to me. So I sat down and it was warm. It was
Right.
warm.
Yeah, they
it was
warm-
heated. And then air starts to flow. It blows down. So as soon as anything drops into the water, it automatically flushes. It sent that. And
You
then
don't
I
have to
saw
touch
this.
anything?
Right.
Nothing. No, there are controls on the wall beside you. There are cleansing. There are little buttons. And I didn't. This is before I had it. I didn't even think of it. So it says rear cleanse. So
Right.
I hit rear cleanse, and lo and behold,
Water shoots into your ass.
like
Does
high,
it blow out all the remnants?
it's actually cleaner. I can't stand being here where they don't have it. It's cleaner.
Yeah.
It's like a power wash.
I agree.
What is paper?
I use baby wipes.
Baby wipes or, but anything. You're basically smearing.
Yes.
So this is like a power wash. This is like sandblasting.
Is it really a tough, hard
Oh, you have no
blast?
idea. There's even a dial with pressure. I can dial the pressure. What I try to do is I turn the pressure up so high that I'm actually hovering. I don't want to be sitting on the
off the
seat.
seat.
Oh yes, yes, I'm hovering on a geyser. But here's the thing: the first time I saw it, I saw rear cleanse. Now cleanse to me is you got to cleanse.
Right.
There was another button I didn't realize. It said front cleanse. I think I want everything cleansed.
Right.
What is the front?
Wash my balls.
I had no idea.
It's for a
so I
woman.
hit front cleanse.
Yes.
Now I had no, which is obviously for a woman.
Yes.
I did not know that. See, you didn't know that,
No,
and
I
neither did
didn't.
I. But I don't know. Do you box? It was like the speed bag. You know the speed bag? And it was pulsating. It's like, and I started screaming, help, help. And my wife came in, and because my mind went, and I forgot, I didn't know how to turn off the button, and I didn't want to stand up because it was going to shoot all over the ceiling, and my balls were getting pummeled by this water. And my wife sees me screaming, and she goes, what's wrong? And I go, press buttons, and she hit the pressure button, and I actually got hurt. Well, now I'm not going to get a Toto.
Yeah, you'll get one.
Okay.
It's a fabulous toilet.
Another one.
I just read about it last night, which is really odd. Yeah,
you got to
I
get
would
one.
love it.
They're the best. Your wife. I was going to put one in our guest bathroom. My wife wouldn't let me because she said she doesn't want people lingering.
Right.
Because you can't get off.
It's like a bath.
Oh.
After this thing power washes your asshole.
Right.
How do you
How do you
dry
dry
it?
off?
Dryer.
There's a dryer built
There's a
in.
blow dryer.
blows air?
Blows air. It's got everything.
does it dry fairly quickly?
It's got a light. Oh, you can. I can set the heat.
So no
and the
paper is
pressure.
used whatsoever.
No paper. I'm paper free. I feel like I'm going green.
What if you make a duty that isn't so complete? Like, you know how sometimes you don't go, and there's always lots of remnants?
Right.
It's able to power wash all that out, too?
Everything.
Wow.
You got to get the Toto.
Have you ever tested the power wash, how successful it is by taking toilet paper and really jamming it up your ass and seeing if it's perfectly clean afterwards? Have you tested it?
You are so in tune with me.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Well,
that was. You have no idea.
Yeah.
I always think I'm the only one that does it.
No,
I did.
you did that.
I did that.
And there was not a dot.
Not a dot.
Wow.
Not a
I
dot.
poke and see if there's a dot.
Not a
It's got to
dot.
be clean to the point where it's...
And there's no smells.
Wow.
There's no, because as soon as
I
it
want
hits the
this.
water, I'm telling you, why would you even think of turning down the free?
Well, because it seems like you have to install it. It's a whole
Does
thing.
Toto hear me now? Because
the
I helped
guy
bring
listens.
it
The
up.
guy who owns the company's listening.
I want another one. I
Wow.
love this. I would have liked to be. I want to be the spokesperson for this toilet.
It sounds
I don't
like
care
you
if
are.
I lose. I love this toilet.
Do you? So this toilet. How long does the whole process take when you sit down on?
Well,
it?
that's my wife has an issue with. The truth of the matter
You must
is,
be in there for 4 hours.
I can.
Yeah.
You don't have to.
Right. How long
But
does
with
it
the
take to-
cleansing, for me, I don't know when I'm finished. You're talking to a guy who washes his hands
Right.
for 30 minutes.
Right.
So
So here's the thing that I think is the most. This blew my mind.
Okay.
You talk. There's all levels of OCD. He's got it the
That's
worst.
what I'm saying, that you have a different level.
When you were a little kid, did your
in
parents
my
think?
toilet
Did your
at
parents?
home-
Yeah, go ahead.
in my toilet at home, I have the toilet. My wife thinks I'm nuts. So I put in this toilet.
Yes.
I put in a phone right beside the toilet.
You're
have
going to
that.
live
I
in
put
there.
the flat screen TV right.
have
I
that.
built it. Oh, you have that too?
Sure, right. What are you
Yes,
doing?
there's
Of
no-
course.
I put a refrigerator right at the toilet. There's a
Oh,
refrigerator.
that's a little insane.
I don't want a refrigerator.
There's
in
no
the
other place I have to
bathroom.
go. I can just
What's in
sit
the
and
refrigerator?
cleanse and squirt refreshments and snacks.
Does your wife still use paper, or is she using the water
The
flow?
Toto.
I got to ask.
Who knows? She probably doesn't even make duty. She's probably a lady.
I wouldn't marry anybody that crapped.
That's right.
That was a prerequisite.
This is fascinating about you. By the way, when is the last time you used paper on your ass? Probably in a hotel.
This today.
Oh, that must be horrible when you have
It's
to
horrible.
leave home now.
I go, how do these people do this? It's so barbaric. You wipe your ass
is.
with paper.
But
you
it
know what
is.
turns me off? There's a toilet paper commercial now with those animated bears, and the little bear bends over, and that's how they sell the toilet paper. There's little
gross.
will nuts, white will nuts on the bear's ass, and we're supposed to go. But with this paper, you don't do it.
This is amazing. This will shock people. And this is real bad. Howie washes all of his money.
Well,
Now, I've often thought about that cash
no.
is
Here's
touched by a
how I
lot
do
of-
it.
How do you wash-
I don't carry money.
Go
I
ahead.
don't have $1 on me.
Right.
But if I have to have $1 on me, or somebody gives me $1, my wife will put it in my pocket. And when I wash my pants, I don't take the money out, and I tell the person that does my laundry, just wash it, and then that way I can hold the money. But money
Wow.
that's not only it's filthy.
Well, yes, but it's kind of crippling, again, You're turning yourself into a little boy. You can't do anything for yourself. You've taken.
Well, I've never been to an ATM.
I bet.
Can you
Have
take
you?
an escalator?
I don't think you have.
Well, years ago.
I've never been to an ATM.
Yeah, but I understand.
Can I take an
Can-
escalator
can you
without
take-
holding on? I don't.
Yeah,
I
because
don't
I was
touch
going to say everybody's.
I don't
hands
hold
go
handrails.
on-
I never
fall
touch a
lot.
handrail. I never touch a handrail, and I'm always afraid I'm
I
going to
can't
fall.
imagine in this town everything's escalators and subways. I don't. Just try to balance on a train. Like if I have to take a monorail, I won't touch anything.
It's
Funny, my father had OCD bad. I wrote about it in my book. He used to, when we would go to a Yankee game, he would put brand new work gloves on.
Right.
And you know the kids in the Bronx who wash your windshield?
Yeah.
Yes.
He would have to set up the money on the dashboard, and he wouldn't want to touch it.
Right. So he'd make them reach
He'd
in
make
and grab
them
it.
reach in and grab it.
Yeah, well,
I
that's
get
a
it.
He would
terrible
wear
thing.
gloves to pay tolls.
Now, speaking of money,
Right.
Howie was listed on number 6 on the Forbes magazine's list of the richest men in primetime television.
Wow.
He earned an estimated $15 million last year, I think, just from Deal or No Deal.
It's a lot of money to wash.
And then with the stand-up money,
Right.
stand-up's where it's at, right?
I love stand-up.
Yeah, you love doing it, and it
I
pays
need to
well.
do it. That's the only place that I'm comfortable. That's the only place I'm happy.
And you kind of not even.
Well, that's in the now, right? That's like I'm just doing stand-up, and in that moment, that's the only comfortable place in my whole life.
In other words, when you're doing stand-up, you can sort of let go all the rituals. You're concentrated on that one thing.
Just I have terror, but a good kind of terror where I'm just trying to enter. Yes.
I started to get upset when OCD started entering. I always was able to get through a radio show without it being too bad.
Right.
Then there was a point where it started to enter into the radio show, where
Really?
sometimes when I was reading a commercial, I had to say certain things twice. I had to say things 3 times. And then I
I
said,
worked through it.
but that was when it was getting at its worst. And then I had my epiphany and I cured myself.
And this just came to you.
It came to me through a lot of, it was an amazing experience. I cried when the OCD went away. It was so powerful. I sat in my room and I was doing this stuff based on what Dr. Sarno had taught me. And all of a sudden I realized this horrible back pain was not going to leave me until I recognized that I had OCD and I had to stop all the rituals. It would my life would never be free. And I sat there like fucking Buddha. It was a nighttime. I was alone. I was sitting in a chair, I remember it, and all of a sudden everything lifted.
Really.
And
I
it
would
was-
give anything to do
And
that.
I got on my knees and cried.
You know
I
how many
never
nights
cried.
I spend? I go into the emergency room because I think I'm having a heart attack.
Now what happened
So
with that?
did you ever?
Oh, that the real
yeah,
one?
you had a real one.
I had atrial fibrillation. You know what that is?
yeah.
No.
It means the top of his heart is just sort of fluttering. It's
Yeah,
not
I don't
really
have a plumbing
beating.
problem. I had an electrical problem.
Which
So
is the worst thing for a guy like you because you're obsessive as it is, and now you probably think you're having a heart attack every minute because
I
you
passed out. Yeah. But I didn't know, and they told me the doctor when I talk about it because while I was writing the book, it was happening to me. The guy said that my heart is an irregular heartbeat.
Right.
And they would fix it with by defibrillating me. They put me out, clear.
Right.
Yeah, they
And
put the
boom.
paddles on you.
But it didn't work, and I did it like 4 or 5 times, and it didn't work, and I had to have an ablation. I just had that.
What is that?
That sounds terrible.
It was horrible. They
What's an
dig in
ablation?
through my groin. They went in. Here's a guy. I went to the hospital. He goes, they dug a hole in my groin
Yeah.
and went up through my groin. And like that's I guess the way to a man's heart.
All right.
They went up through my groin with a camera and a laser through that whatever that artery is in your
Whoa.
groin, right into the inside of my heart.
Wow.
And then they lasered the inside of my heart. They burn it, so they scar that piece of the heart so that the electrical current goes to another place.
Who dreams this stuff up to fix things like this?
And then I
Frankenstein.
talk about this in the book.
Frankenstein. Yeah.
They don't even, and then the guy says to me, I go, tell me what you got. I was going nuts.
Yeah.
What are you going to do? And he goes, you wake up, and the thing you'll notice, there'll be a catheter. I said, no fucking catheter. I
In
won't.
your cock? A
Well,
penis?
where else do you
What,
put-
catheter? The tube up your penis?
Yeah, because
Oh
they have
my
to fill me. They have to fill me with like 25 gallons of water. Because they inflate your.
So did they do it to you?
I said I won't have. Well, when I was out.
Yes.
But the procedure took 10 hours, and I said I can't have a catheter. I
When you
can't-
wake up.
I can't have it. I won't
Yeah.
see it. But they go, but then you're just going to be pissing. I said, I don't care. I'll let me piss. I can't see a fucking catheter. I can't shake hands.
Oh.
You're not going to put. So I woke up. I actually have pictures. I was like bloated, and I started, just pissing, and then I was thirsty, and then so they gave me a little a container of apple juice, and I had to piss in I couldn't get out of bed, and I had to piss in a container, and then I was so freaked out that I didn't know the difference between the apple juice
and the piss.
And the nurse got mad at me. I go, I think this is piss. Then she goes, no, that's your apple juice. I go, I'm not going to drink this. Bring me new fucking apple juice. This is piss. I'm not going to drink my piss.
This is some life.
And then I finally, in the morning...
You're a prisoner.
I was a prisoner. And then in the morning, listen to this. In the morning, the guy comes in and he gives me, and he says, you know, you're ready to go home. And he checks me out. He takes I had tape on my groin. He lifts my gown and he rips off the tape and he goes, you're okay to go. And then I'll just finish my breakfast. So I go and I put the cover over me and I take one last drink, and I'm taking a drink. And as I'm drinking, I'm thinking, the fuck is this? I'm pissing. As I'm drinking, it's going through me. I feel like my groin's getting wait.
Yeah.
So I lift the blanket to see what it is, and every time my heart beats,
it's
the
bleeding.
wound is shooting. I'm not pissing. Is shooting blood out of my crotch. It's like a fucking geyser of blood coming out of my. So I scream. I go, help! Help! Somebody help me! So the doctor comes back in. He goes, what is it? And I'm sitting there, and there's a fucking geyser of every time my heart is beating, of blood coming out of my crotch. He goes, don't worry. I just have to put pressure on it. So the guy leans in. There's a doctor. He quickly puts on 2 gloves. He leans in. He clasps his hands together. He leans in, and he puts his hands on my crotch.
Wow.
And with all his weight, he leans forward on my crotch, holding the blood. You can see the blood coming out of the sides of his gloves, and he's leaning on my crotch. His nose is 1.5 inches from my nose. He's just leaning. We're eye to eye. There's blood all over the bed. He's doing a push-up on my groin, and then it gets quiet. There's like an awkward quiet for a long time. I guess he has to hold it for 10 minutes. And he's looking at me in the eye, and he goes, you know, the episode with the lady from Arkansas. I go, shut the fuck up! You're on my crotch. And then finally he released it, and the pressure was...
If you had gotten the catheter, you wouldn't have had any of that, right?
No,
the catheter is for urine. This was the wound.
Oh, my God.
But so I had that, and I had to go back. I did that twice. I had an ablation twice.
So are you okay now?
Now they say I'm okay.
Listen to me.
So no pacemaker, no...
No, I don't need a pacemaker. They say I'm really healthy. They say that's a lot of people have it, and I'm healthy. But you have no idea how that traumatized me.
Your life is a tortured life.
You know, I don't know if you read in the book. I was traumatized as a kid. I got bitten by a sandfly.
No, what happened there?
I was in Florida when I was 7 years old, and I got bitten by a sandfly, and I had it looked like a mosquito bite, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I scratched it. The next morning I woke up, there's 20 of them all over my body, these bumps. And then I started scratching them, and then I would look at the bump, and the bump would crawl away under my skin. The shit was moving under my skin. It had laid its larva in me, and they were living under my skin. And they brought me to a dermatology convention, and the guy burned it off without any anesthetics. He tried to burn them with liquid nitrogen. He dropped them on my skin, and it would just bubble. My mom picked me up. I wasn't dressed, picked me up in the middle while I was screaming, and carried me out to the car. I had blisters all over my body and wouldn't let the doctors... My mom actually cured me after. Every night she would pick one and rub it with like a very rough washcloth until it would break open, bleed, and she'd remove the larva. It took a year of that.
Holy mackerel.
No wonder you have
This is listen to me.
Oh, you have no idea how fucked up I am.
This is a tortured... First of all, you've put yourself in prison. You know that.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you a question now, and I want you to think about the answer in a serious way.
You're going to have me committed?
No. Listen to me.
What?
Why do you need to be in prison?
I've been trying to escape my entire life.
No. Why do you like prison so much?
Why do I like it?
Yeah, why do you... There's a part of you that likes this.
Mind?
Do you know that?
No.
Feels safe to you. You're a very fearful guy, aren't you?
Yes.
You're afraid of everything.
Fear is my fuel.
So you like being in prison?
No.
Yes.
Make me comfortable.
Because it feels safe. Isn't prison a nice, safe place? They lock you up and someone takes care of you?
I don't sleep. I have the TV on all night. I have lights on all night. I'm never comfortable.
This is a tortured hell you're in.
I'm in a tortured hell.
I am sorry for you.
Now I feel worse than I felt. Okay. Look, I'm starting to sweat.
No,
You're
having a horrible time.
I am right now.
Listen, you guys need to go buy this guy's book. Must have taken him 15 million rituals just to write a book.
Here's the deal. Don't touch me. It was really hard. It was hard because I have also severe ADHD. Can you cure that?
You know, by the way, that I can't cure. That's hopeless cause with you.
That embarrassed me. That's also in the book.
By the way, you mentioned that at the beginning of the book. You talk about really your most embarrassing moment, if ever, was admitting on our show that you had obsessive compulsive disorder. You couldn't leave the room. Someone who was on my show had a big dick, had been rubbing it. He had touched the door.
Right.
You had to go touch the door to leave. You couldn't do it, and you were like helpless.
You were relentless.
Yes, I wouldn't open
You wouldn't
the door for you.
just touch the door, Howie. It's no big. Again, this is
Right.
your theory.
I was
Face your
tortured.
fear.
Yes.
And what happened is, I eventually. It doesn't seem like that if you listen to. They played the tape on 2020 on Friday.
Right.
It doesn't sound like it because it's inside me.
Yes.
But I snapped. But I didn't care about trying to be funny or entertaining. I don't really care at this particular moment either.
Right.
But I just said, I'm in therapy and it's real, and that's no big deal to you. But
Right.
to me,
It
I'm the
was a
same
big
age as
deal.
you. It was a big deal to
Me
say
too.
that I'm. The first time I said that I'm actually in therapy. I have a mental issue. And when the door closed behind me, I thought, that's it. They're going to take
Howie-
away my show. They're going to take away my kids.
Howie,
They're
I
gonna-
totally
You
understand.
do?
Believe me, because I would not admit. My mother never knew. My father never knew. My wife never knew that I had OCD. I did not admit it to anyone. I was embarrassed by it, and I couldn't even admit it to myself.
But I didn't know I had it. I just thought this is the way, I'm just fucked up. I didn't know that I had
You
OCD.
are fucked up. That, as
But it's
well.
good when you get a title.
Yes. Now let me tell
Well,
you
you would
something.
have been afraid of losing those kids. You stay away.
Would have
from?
been the best thing ever happened to you. By the way, speaking of kids, Howie did a stunt. I should mention this, and I think you talk about it in the book as well. Didn't you do a stunt where you asked a woman to get naked? This was for one of your TV shows.
Right.
And it turned out that the woman you
Oh.
asked to get naked was your son's teacher.
Oh, that was horrible.
no.
No, I was going to do, I go and do these. I'm obsessed about everything.
Right.
My entree into comedy and the reason I wanted to get into this business. My parents always had comedy. We had comedy albums and
Right.
and I'd hear them laughing. I didn't know what the fuck was going on, but I knew they
Right.
were having a good time.
Right.
So I went, one time they sat me down in front of the TV and I saw Alan Funt.
Yes.
And that was the first thing I
Candid
understood.
camera.
Candid camera.
Right.
And I thought, and he explained to me, he went, this guy's going to come in, he doesn't know, there's a cup here, I got a string on it when he tries
Right.
to grab, and everybody was
Fun.
laughing. I said, that's what I'm going to do. But I was a fucking idiot. I didn't really understand that, it's about planning something. I thought the joke was, because I was like 8 or 6 or 8, I thought the joke was, if I'm joking and they don't know I'm joking, that's the joke.
Right.
So I would go to school like an idiot, and I'd go up to somebody and tap on their nose, and they'd kick the shit out of me. And
Right,
I go,
yeah.
they have no idea. I was just joking with them.
candid camera.
It's candid camera. I
Right,
didn't
without
have an
the camera.
audience. I didn't have a sense of humor. I was just a fucking idiot.
You were odd.
Odd. Oh, I was a
First time
pariah.
I ever saw you on TV doing your thing, I thought you were like the oddest guy ever.
I am odd.
Yeah.
I am. But, I'm obsessed with this. So I always carry around cameras. I do it each and every day. Most of the stuff I don't have releases. I watch it at home. I'm fascinated.
Really? You're still doing this?
Still, we have restraining orders to stay away from certain restaurants where I live. My wife won't really let me do it in the neighborhood. And this was one of the straws that broke the camel's back. I went and did some of it I was using on the Tonight Show
Right.
when I was doing it. I went into the, how they set up these temporary Halloween stores
Yeah,
Yes.
before
sure.
Halloween. I went in and I said, hey, I went to the manager. I'm a Howie Mandel. I'm a comedian. Can I shoot a hidden camera here? And, maybe you'll be on the Tonight Show or whatever. Let me see what I can get first. The guy goes, okay. So I put on the vest, and I have my little wig and my little sign that says Larry. And the first lady comes in. I go, can I help you? She goes, yeah, I'd like a bird costume. So I say, follow me. So she follows me for a horrible amount of time
Yeah.
to the back. I take her to a back corner where it's dark. And I go, okay, what I need you to do is I just need you to pull down your pants and to lower your panties
Yeah.
and just bend over for me.
All right.
She goes, what are you saying? I go, I need you to just bend over, lower your pants, and just lower your panties. She goes, what the hell are you doing? I go, what did you ask for? She goes, a bird costume. I go, well, that's what I'm going to do. What I'm going to do is we'll start with your ass. I'm going to glue feathers onto your ass, and we'll see from there. She goes, I'm not going to do that. I go, just bend over, drop your fucking pants, and show me your ass. And she goes, wait a minute. And she looks at me. She goes, you're Howie Mandel. And I go, no, show me your ass. She goes, you're Howie Mandel. I go, I'm not. She goes, yes, you are, and I am your daughter's teacher, and you have a conference tonight. And that's what I said. I went, oh, my God.
Oh, my
I'm kidding.
God.
This is a joke. I'm doing this for TV.
Yeah.
It's a joke. I didn't show up at the school,
Oh,
and
my
it was like,
God,
it was
heavens.
horrible. It was
Oh, my
horrible.
God.
Oh, my God. And I had to
What
go
the hell are
home,
you
and I had
doing?
to tell my wife, what I had done, and why I can't go to the conference.
And that's such an extreme thing to do. I mean, telling a woman to drop her
really?
pants. I mean, that's wild.
horrible. It's horrible.
teacher.
And my heart just dropped into my. It was just horrible.
Oh, my
and I
God.
feel bad because my kids sometimes pay the penalty. I talk about one thing where I told my son, we came home. I think I've talked about this before, but my son, I was on the road and my wife calls me. And my son had a little growth on his chest.
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
And I
yeah.
freaked out. Do you know the story?
Yeah, it's great.
Okay, he had a little growth on his chest, and I freaked out. We came home. We took him to the doctor, and as it turns out, he had just an extra piece of bone growth. It was nothing. But
Right.
thank God. But he saw that we panicked, and he went, "Daddy, am I okay?" And I said to him, I said, "Alex, you're okay. It's just." He goes, "What was it?" And I go, "Well, it's a boner."
You called the deposit a boner.
It's a boner.
Right.
He goes, "It's a boner." I go, "Yeah, it's an extra piece of bone."
Why did you
have
do
a-
that?
It just came out. I don't
Okay,
think.
all right.
So I said, "It's a boner. You have a boner."
Right.
And you know what? I think you should tell your teacher that you have to rest, that you can't go to gym class,
Right.
and you have to rest. And if she asks why, I think you should tell her why. And then I said good night, and I went to bed. And like an idiot, like I fucking forgot to say I'm just kidding.
Right.
So I thought it was funny in the moment, but I didn't say that.
How
the
old
next
was
day
the
I
kid
go
at
to-
this point? Young kid.
Eight, nine.
8, 9. All right.
And we get a call from the school the next day. And they say, you have to come in. Your son is being incredibly inappropriate. And I think we have a problem here. And my wife, I'm hearing this third hand. He goes, "What did he say?" She goes, "Well, I can't tell you." She goes, "Please tell me what he said." He said he has to rest because his dad told him that he has a boner. His dad came into his room last night and told him he has a boner. And we got called to the school.
Didn't you have another incident like this?
Yes, the
You were-
neighbor.
you were swinging.
I'll tell you this.
Okay, listen to this.
Okay,
There's something going on with Howie. Yeah,
No,
go
the
ahead.
neighbor, which
You're
hopefully
lucky
they
not
listen
have
to the
been
show.
arrested.
Don't
This
you-
one, they never talked to me again. I lived in the house. This was the house with the house in the back.
Right.
And beside the house in the back, I built a swing set.
Right.
And there was hedges right behind the swing set, and on the other side of that was the neighbor's pool.
Right.
Okay.
And when you're on the swing set, you could hear the neighbors talking. You couldn't see them, but they're right there. They were literally like 5 feet from me.
Right.
And when I built the swing set, my daughter Jackie loved the swing set, and she was just maybe 3 or 4 years old. And she goes, "Daddy, go on the swings." And I was trying to teach her how to swing. There's a little bit of coordination. You hold onto the ropes, and you swing your legs, and you get the leverage to go way up in the air.
Sure.
And you swing, but she couldn't get it.
Right.
So I thought, like at that, it'll be a nice thing. I got on a swing, and I picked up my little girl, and I put her on my lap. I told her to hold on to the strings, and I showed her with my legs. I would pump with the legs. And we got up, like she'd go higher, higher, and then get up higher, higher, and I'd swing, and we'd be swinging. She loved it, and she'd giggle, and it was great. So one day we go out. She goes, "Dad, let's go on the swing." And I go out there, and I hear the neighbors are all around the pool. I can hear them talking, but we get on the swing. And as we get on the swing, she goes, "Okay, Daddy, I'm ready." And that's what she says. And I put her on the lap, and we start to swing. And I'm going, "Ah!" And she goes, "Oh, Daddy, Daddy." And I'm like, "Ah!" And she goes, "Daddy." Now I hear the neighbors. They stop talking. And I'm going, "Ah!" She goes, "Whoa!" And then, "Ah!" And I go, "Whoa!" And I go, "How's that, Jackie?" She goes, "I could feel your penis in my butt." And I just stopped. I jammed my heels into the sand. We just stopped. I carried her in the house. The neighbors never made eye contact. Within the week, they listed their house. They moved.
Is that true? They moved?
They moved. I don't know if they moved because of me, but if they are listening, they live next door to me. I won't give their name. I was swinging.
You sure were.
This is unbelievable what goes on with you.
Oh, I've been
telling
embarrassed.
you.
Oh, yeah. The
Well, no
stories.
wonder you have a book because, after all, you still do the Tonight Show with Jay Leno, or is it the ratings
he
too
doesn't
low?
do the Tonight Show.
What is it?
I do his.
You do his new show?
Yes.
Have you
Nobody-
done the green car?
No.
He hasn't
I'm
asked
not-
you that yet.
Do you
No, I
laugh
didn't
at
do the
Jay
green
with this
card.
new movie he made? I mean,
Pardon me?
it's hysterical. He's bombing out all over the place, right?
I don't know that he's bombing out. I think
That's
it's a tough deal. He made a tough. I don't think he's. I think that NBC made a tough deal.
You ever laugh?
Maybe I shouldn't say
Do you
it.
ever
What?
laugh? Do you secretly like this?
No.
Come on.
No.
Come on.
No, he's been good to me.
Come on.
I know you don't like him.
Yeah, I don't like Jay.
You don't like Jay.
Jay's not a human being.
You don't think he's a human being?
No, I don't think he's real.
You don't think he's real?
And he's covered in germs. I'm telling you right now.
He's
stay
the
away.
opposite. He doesn't care about germs.
He's
a
so
real
many
guy.
germs.
He's a good guy.
He's a good guy. Okay.
He is a
For
good
you.
guy.
For you. For you.
You think he's a bad guy to you?
Yeah.
Why? Because
He's a bad guy.
because of John?
Well, yeah, the way he handled things, it was tacky. And, I was pretty good friends with him and certainly did his show all the time, and he
Right.
did mine, and we knew each other well enough. And,
Right.
pick up the phone and say, "Hey, listen, I'm thinking of hiring one of your people." It would have been a classy thing to do. Instead, he just was a weasel about it.
Did he ever call you since you've been talking about him?
No. There's no need for that. He said to me, "So we're friends, right?" And I go, "What fucking part of this conversation did you hear? Are you human? I just told you you're an asshole, and you want to know if we're friends?" I said, "We're not friends. I don't like you."
He's been really nice to me, and he's never done me wrong. He's always been there for me. He really has. If he wronged you, I can't.
Beware.
Really?
Beware.
What can he take from me? Maybe he'll take my OCD.
He's going to spread germs all over you. I'm telling you.
He doesn't give a shit about germs. He
That's
comes
what
out
I'm
and
saying.
touches everybody.
You notice I don't touch you. He touches you.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love this show. We didn't shake hands. I am sitting 11 feet from you.
I don't
wish
wanna
my
touch
life was
you.
like this.
Yeah.
I'd love to meet people from a distance. I hate that. I have to do those fucking meet and greets. I hate that. I call that a German squirm.
He's going to make you wipe with paper when you do the Tonight Show. I'm telling you.
Oh, I can't. You know what I try to? I'm here like for a couple days. I try not to crap while I'm in New York.
I haven't.
You know that? The last time I crapped was in L.A.
That's right.
I crapped in L.A. and I'm going to Chicago tomorrow. Then I'm going to Toronto. I got a place in Toronto, so I'm going to crap in Toronto.
Don't eat anything.
I don't eat fiber.
Don't.
When I'm on the road, I won't eat fiber and a lot of rice. I have a lot of rice.
And
Just
bananas.
bind yourself
and bananas.
up. Yeah.
I'm so bad. And matzah. I eat a ton of
You are
matzah and
tortured.
bananas. Oh yeah.
You
Why
are
sit?
tortured.
That's it.
Poor Howie. Listen, Howie, here's the deal. Don't touch me. In stores now. The very successful Howie Mandel. He's on the Forbes list, so you know he's very important.
Everyone's envious of Howie, but Howie's tortured.
Howie is
you have
tortured.
no idea.
Don't be envious.
I'm going to tweet live now. You don't
please tweet.
Do you guys tweet? Do you
No,
tweet,
I don't
Artie?
tweet.
Why would I like that? I mean, I don't want to generate more material. In other words, I do enough of that all day. But maybe I would follow you. How do
Will
I
you follow me?
I don't even know how to do it.
Howie M. Mandel, all together.
And then what do I do?
Well, just download the app.
And then what do I do?
You'll
and
see.
Then
You can follow people.
And then it'll say, who do you want to follow? And I put Howie M. Mandel.
And whoever you want to follow.
Right.
You
How many days
you would have a good time because some people say such inane things. They're commenting on the world situation.
Do people get mean with you? Do they ever say things to you that insult you?
They can.
They can, and you're able to handle that?
No.
No.
But I can't stop. I have myself. I Google myself when every article or every comment. Do you do that?
Yeah.
And I sit there at night, or I'll go to the blogs and just read the hate.
I used to go to the blog, the Stern Fan Network, where all my fans congregate.
Right.
And it was just so hurtful and mean.
Yes, I do
Those
that.
are my fans.
My wife always says, like when I was having the heart thing, I Googled everybody who died in 2009 and how they died, and I had a file.
Oh dear.
Howie,
All right.
it's
I'm sweating.
It's
I'm so
well,
hot.
of course.
I'm so
You're not-
uncomfortable.
Fred, get ready to open the door for Howie.
All right, I'll do my best.
We'll be back right after this. The great Howie Mandel.
Howie,
Yeah.
how'd it go, man?
I don't know. I feel like a really rough therapy session.
Is it hard talking about all those
Yeah,
horrible
look, I'm
things?
sweating. I don't sweat. I'll do television. I'm sweating. I'm really I'm actually going to call my therapist now.
Now, Howard says
I'm all wound up.
Howard says he holds the key, I guess, to being able to curb.
Yeah, but
his
there's nothing
OCD.
more. There's nothing more pressure. There's nothing that adds more pressure than telling somebody they have the key,
And
but
not
they
giving
won't.
it to
They
you.
won't give it to you.
No, he said
He would
said-
give it to me,
yeah, he said
but
he's
not
gonna
now.
call you.
So I have to live in
he
this.
said he didn't know if his key would work for you.
But I'd like to hear it. I need to hear it. But I'm going to call my therapist and just up the dosage of medication. This is like a torture chamber, but with a nice parting gift.
Exactly.
Robin, this was going to be the greatest bit tomorrow, I think. I mean, on paper, it looks real good. We're bringing in these Russian women. They can speak English. I could have had Russian women that don't even speak English. We would have had to do it through a translator. But these Russian women are just fresh off the boat, and they're looking for husbands.
Uh-huh.
So it's like a speed dating thing. Except,
So wait a minute. They came here specifically to find husbands.
yeah, and this woman who's coming in, she has a service where guys can go and speed date these women and try and hook up with them, and they're hot. So finally, everyone always says to me, "Oh, Howard, if you weren't on the radio, you couldn't pick up chicks because you're so fucking ugly." And I'm like, yeah, you'd be surprised. I did pretty well.
But women aren't necessarily into looks
Yeah, well,
when they're choosing husbands.
Yeah, well, They go, well, if you didn't have your job and you were just a regular guy, I could pick up more chicks than you.
So you're not telling the women who you are, what you do.
Right. In other words, I won't even, like Scott the engineer will be working the console, so they'll think he's the host of the show. When the Russian broads walk in, they're going to sit down and meet guys. I'll be one of the guys. And I'm challenging, some of the douchebags around here who think they're so fucking hot.
But like who?
I don't know. Whoever. Well, we got 3 different women. We could speed date the 3 different women. And I say I'll do just fine against these guys. Which one of you fucks wants to come forward and challenge me for tomorrow? You stepping forward?
Yes.
You say you could pick up a girl better than I could.
Or more women.
Yeah.
Huh. So you want to be one of the competitors?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm volunteering myself because I know you'll want me, you'll want to see me embarrass myself.
Oh, you're not going to wait to be called. You volunteer.
Yeah, I'll just, I'm nipping it in the bud.
Hey, how about John Hine, who got 80 blowjobs before he got married?
I was so hot in college.
Let's see his fucking skills. You want to compete?
Okay.
All right.
I'm in.
You want in?
Yeah, I'll give it a shot.
He just wants to hit on chicks.
I just like to talk to one.
I don't know. In my mind, I think I could pick up more women than these guys.
All right.
It's going to be a mind-blowing thing if I can't. Who around here, in this room now or not in this room, thinks they could beat me at picking up women? I've heard from various fuckers around here
I don't know
that I'm an ugly
now.
that I'm an
Nobody's
ugly dog,
stepping up.
and that they could pick up more women if the playing field was equal. John, how come you don't want to compete?
I'm not a pussy. I'm just not competing.
Why?
Because I probably.
What are you, Sweden or Switzerland?
I won't win. Russian women just never work for me.
Oh, God, he's even got a history with Russian women.
You can get more girls than me?
I bet you I could. I bet you I could do
Old
it.
fossil like you?
Oh. You on?
Of course. Please.
Who do you think will win between me and Will? Nah, I'm getting some real competition. Gary, you want in?
No, not at all.
Why not?
I'm not going to be a tool. I'm just going to look like a tool trying to pick up chicks. I'm ridiculously rusty. But I was saying...
And ugly. You know who's a guy we should go up against is Jared. Because he's a real good-looking guy.
Oh, there's competition.
Well, I guess JD will be out. He's game over.
There's competition.
He's going to run out the door.
How about if I'm one of the rounds, I go up against Jared and Will?
There
Two
you
of the
go.
best. They're the 2 best-looking guys here, right?
There you go.
If I lose to JD, I'm jumping out the window.
Jesus.
I mean it. You have no personality.
Hey, I got... Jesus. I got some. That's all right.
Listen to it.
I hear it. This is... Okay, whatever.
I don't think you could win under any circumstance. I think you're just very dull.
I didn't say I was exciting, but, I said I could beat JD and Benji. I didn't talk about anybody else.
All right, boys, we're on. First round tomorrow, Howard versus Ronnie versus Sal. Second round, Howard, JD, Benji, and Scott. And then the third powerhouse round.
Yeah, the Super Bowl or the World Series.
It'll be Howard versus Jared versus Will.
Cockfesta. That's going to be over the top, man.
Yeah, that's it. It's going to be tough.
Today's the Russian chick day.
Yeah, Beth said to me, "What are you doing today? You're picking up women? Aren't you married?" I go, No. You don't. Let me explain. I'm just seeing if I could pick up women.
Against these guys.
I started getting shaky even on the bit today that's happening later in the show because the big event's going up against Jared and Will. And, Lisa G said it on the news, and it's true. I'm an old guy at this point. I'm 56 years old. Going up against young, good-looking guys, a lot of young women, they don't want an old bag.
True.
I mean, they just don't. They know that no matter how great a guy he is, they don't want a 56-year-old guy.
But you know what? Women who are looking for husbands have a different level of desires. What's on their list is different than women who are just out to have a good time.
Big competition today, ladies and gentlemen.
So I think you have a chance.
All right. Well, listen, I'm going in there with a good attitude. I got my game plan. I worked it out in my head. I know how I'm going to approach the ladies. One of the things I insist on, Gary, is that since I'm competing in all 3 pickup events, Benji shaved his head for the contest
Benji
today.
has a change of clothing.
Curly from Three Stooges. He's going to be competing. I'm beating him for sure. You look gross. You look terrible with that haircut.
Russian women love gross men.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Have you seen Russian men?
Then we both have a shot.
Then they'll be head over heels about you.
Did you really bring a change of clothes?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's sweating like a dog. If they saw him now.
They love that too.
I'm going to tell the girls. Benji sweats like a dog. But anyway, I want to, when I meet with the girls and stuff, the thing I insist on, because I'm competing in all 3 events, Gary, I do not want the other competitors hearing my rap, because then they can respond to it and adjust what they're doing.
Then everyone you haven't yet competed with should be sealed off in a room where they can't hear what's going on.
That is correct. Gary, you have that all arranged? I'm not going to be disappointed? I mean,
I got your note last night. I got that worked.
All right. I mean, for God's sakes, my rap is my rap. Then you see these guys come in and they improve on my rap.
Right. Do you go first every time?
I would like to go. I request going last.
Because that would be good, too. You'd see how they were doing, and then you could, you can't.
I'm going to be locked away. Listen, the way this competition is going to work, I'm going to be locked away in a room. Gary will sit here at the board. He'll run the show with you.
Mm-hmm.
And just keep it moving along and let me get in there, and I'll be a contestant.
All right.
And then when it's time for the girls to decide, bring all 3 of us in and let us hear the evaluation.
Very good.
All right. I got to come up with a fake name. I'll be, I'm thinking of being Scott DePace.
That's a good one.
Hi, I'm Scott DePace. I'm a conservative. And I have an IQ of 122. There. Now blow me.
King of all Russian whores right here, baby. Sal, you ready for this, man? I was born ready for this. Are you kidding me? Piece of cake. Piece of cake. What's your strategy? Just be myself. Be the charming, debonair guy that I always am. And flesh in my pecker.
Whoa, you're looking sharp today.
Oh, who, me? I just threw this on this morning.
Big day, right?
Big day. Kinda. We'll see.
You ready?
I'm just gonna play it off if I lose anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I gotta lose this goddamn thing. This thing's just gonna keep me down. Hold me down. Yeah, baby. Single life. Ready to go. What are you looking at? Fucking tool bag.
Fucking, that's, first of all, that's an ugly shirt.
Look at this coming from a fucking tablecloth over here. Look at you. You look like a picnic table.
Dude, and then second, it's like...
Look at you. You wear plaid every day, you dope.
Scott, you're looking good, man.
Thank you.
Got a
Look at this, huh?
nice suit on.
I got the best clothes, I can find.
So that's a secret weapon.
This is a secret weapon. I have no other weapon. So, the looks, you got to cover and disguise what's here the best I can. So this is what I got. The secret weapon. I'm throwing all the guns at him.
So are you nervous about this?
Nah, well, this is a fun thing. I mean, I guess, yeah, a little bit, but more, this is just a fun thing.
So we're moments away from this contest. Are you ready?
Sure. I really don't care one way or the other.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you do anything special today to prepare?
Absolutely.
You seem to be wearing your normal
I wear
clothes.
what I'm normally wearing, and if Will and Howard beat me, spectacular. I have everything to lose and nothing to gain from this.
JD, so you're a little dressed up today?
Yeah, a little bit. Not much, but something.
You ready?
I guess.
What's your strategy?
I don't know. I haven't really thought of anything, just go in and talk.
Just gonna be
ask them questions, ask them about themselves, types of things they like and what they're looking for. All I'm thinking about right now is regretting actually volunteering to be in this bit, because I think if I would have kept my mouth shut, I wouldn't have had to do it at all. But whatever.
Ronnie, so we're moments away from this big contest.
Right.
What's your strategy today?
No strategy. I just go in and talk to the girl, and that's it. I'm not all hyped up about it like everybody else around here dancing in the street about it.
Yeah, so you didn't do anything special today. Like, you're wearing the same suit you normally wear, right?
Yeah. Well, what am I going to change?
I don't know. Will's dressed up. Benji's in a suit.
Right. Well, they should dress like that for work every day. It's not a fucking beach party over here.
All right, this is Oksana Kehoe. She offers her services to us today. A little bit of change in plan, unfortunately. Only 2 girls with her today.
You guys are already bombing. One girl just wouldn't even show up.
Didn't even want us, but 2 girls, so we had to combine the groups.
Yes.
Unfortunately. I wanted to play in 3 groups. We're going to have 2 groups now, Robin. But nevertheless, it should be fun. Oksana Kehoe has a trip. Wow, baby. How you doing? I was looking on your website. You're a good-looking woman. I got to say. Very exciting.
That's where it all started 5 years ago.
You married?
No.
Were you married?
Yes.
You came into this country, married a guy, didn't work out?
It didn't work out. I really loved him. I think I still love him, but I didn't feel like it's safe to have kids in that marriage. So I just.
You didn't think he'd be a good father?
I don't want to speak about it. I really want to keep it private. So.
No, I was just wondering what your story is. You got a boyfriend?
Now?
Yeah. You banging a guy?
Yes.
You are, huh? He gives it to you hard? Yes. You understand hard, right? Yes. Wowee.
So did you find this new guy while you were doing your business?
Oh my God, I don't want to speak.
Why? What are you talking
She's
about?
coming in here. We don't even know she is. She's got secrets.
Yeah, you got secrets? What's going on? What
Okay. He is. He's a student.
You're with a young guy?
Yes.
You're a cougar? How old are
I
you?
think so. Under 30.
You're under 30?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So
And what is he, under 18?
Over 18.
Wow. So you got a business where you translate, like if a guy meets a Russian woman
Yeah.
and he wants to get to know her better and her English isn't so good and his Russian is non-existent, you'll even offer a translation service.
Yes. I offer interpreting service. Russian translation 911 just sounds good. And
Right.
people search for this is the highest search engine. But this is really interpreting. For example,
So it's not just a dating
sounds
service.
so funny.
It's not just a dating service, is it?
No, it's not dating. Guys who contact me and they pay for service $80 per week.
Yes.
This is for just today. This is really cheap. It's like comes out like $10 an hour.
Okay.
Just for today. Who listens to everybody? So
We're all over the honey. All right, listen to me. Calm down. Oksana.
Yes.
Which, by the way,
if you wanna-
Oksana
if
is
you-
the same name as Mel Gibson's girl, right?
You're not
yeah.
that girl.
You're not that girl. You're not
No,
the
I'm
same
not. No, I'm not.
Yeah, right.
I would never try to extort money from
Well,
anybody.
she says she wasn't
Who
doing
knows
that.
what's going on with the two of them?
Well, but it's the same name, yeah.
By the way, I was looking at you on your website.
Mhm.
You got some sexy pictures of yourself. You're a sexy woman, aren't you?
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
you're a good-looking
Yes,
woman.
thank
I
you.
tell you, I bet you that young guy likes what he has in bed with him, right?
Yes.
I bet you
very
lo-
jealous, very jealous.
And I bet you're very loving in bed, aren't you?
Yeah. He said, don't do anything wrong in this show. I said, well, I did it before, so I don't have to now.
Right. Okay.
Oh,
all right.
Uh,
you did? What did you do?
5 years ago. You should remember me.
What
was
happened?
the
I don't
only-
remember you.
I took my top off.
You did?
5 years ago, yes.
You did?
To promote my Russian radio before. And since that time, I started, like, my career went up.
Wow.
You
Do
can-
it again.
you
Let me
can-
see those titties.
No,
Maybe
no,
to go
no,
up
no,
again.
please,
Maybe,
no.
maybe your career will go up.
No more,
Don't
no
you
more.
want it?
Because I interview very famous people, and I cannot screw it up. You
All
know,
right, okay.
Mario Andretti, Don King, Ivana Trump is just no way I
I
can do
bet your
this.
boobs are even better now.
It's the same. I wanted to do plastic surgery, but I decided not to ruin my body, like you advised me to.
Right.
not
You
to
look
do.
beautiful. You look beautiful. Now,
Thank you,
listen to
Howard.
me. Let me get this straight today. We're dying to play this game.
Yeah, because I
Yes.
still don't know what
All
the,
right.
the site
And you
does.
know what? It's just the beginning. Next time I can bring more girls, and it's going to be Russian dating. Every
Now,
time we can.
Here's what we're interested in.
Yeah.
Let me explain to you what's going on today. A lot of the guys around here have challenged me because they say if you could find girls that don't know you're Howard Stern from the radio,
Mm-hmm.
they could pick up girls better than I could. So today we're going to do 2 rounds. Thought we were having 3 girls. You only brought 2.
Mm-hmm.
These 2 girls supposedly don't know who I am, right?
They don't know anything about you.
Good. All right. That's what we're looking for.
Yeah.
Because what's going to happen is I'm going to leave the room. I'm going to go in our green room with a bunch of the guys from here.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to call myself Scott.
Okay.
And we are going to have a contest to see who can get the most votes from these girls. We're going to
Okay.
break the guys into 2 groups. I'll participate in both.
Okay, sounds
Don't
good.
let on that I'm Howard Stern.
Okay.
Gary's going to sit here and be Howard Stern.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to bring the girls in. We're going to have 90-second speed dating.
Mm-hmm.
And then after we all leave, we'll come back in, and the girls will tell us who they like the best and who they like the least.
Okay, cool.
Does that sound good?
Yeah,
Are
sounds
these
good.
attractive girls?
They're cool. Yes,
How old are they?
one girl has the really nice, like, red head. She looks like that Anna Chapman, I think. She looks
Beautiful.
exactly like her, but with red hair, you know, but she's more slender. She's cute. And another girl, she's Russian Dominican. She's a baseball player. She signs baseball players. So she lives in Dominican. She speaks Spanish. Maybe you have somebody who speaks Spanish.
I
so-
speak a little Spanish.
Okay,
That's right,
excellent.
yes.
Great.
So tell me something. since I never know what you're talking about.
Okay, so
the two girls will come in.
Okay.
And we're ready to play the contest. And by the way, for more information on Oksana Kehoe's translation service, because God knows what she does.
Translation service?
Go to RussianTranslations911.com and take a look at some sexy pictures of it, too.
Yeah, I don't understand the whole thing. It's
Robin.
translation, sexy
Robin,
pictures.
listen to me.
Yes, I can explain again.
If we sit here and try and get this explanation again,
We'll
I'll never get to the girls.
game. Okay.
That's right. I'll give you one last shot. Explain what you do.
Yep.
You translate.
Okay. I interpret. I remove language barriers. I put your profile if you're looking for Russian girl. On Russian,
Robin, why did you say you didn't understand?
Russian sites, for example, like MySpace, when girls, they don't even look. They're not looking for Americans. They don't want to escape the country. They don't want to escape the country.
Do you actually go on the date with the guy and you let them you translate?
No, it's over the phone.
I see.
Over the phone or by emails.
All right, you got it, Robin?
Yeah.
Say
over
yes.
Skype, three-way calls. Yes.
All right, we get it now. Now
Okay?
we get it. Sure, we get it. Yeah, okay. Listen to me. You are lovely, a very attractive woman. Believe me, I wish, I'm nervous about this because, I'm an older guy. These girls might want young guys.
How old are
like
the girls?
You. How old are these girls?
They are 22 and 21.
That's the fucking problem. Are they looking for a serious relationship?
You know what? Russian women, basically, they are looking. Over 25, if we're 25, we feel like we're old. And everybody makes fun of us because you're old, like old sock, they call,
Who's going to go with me? I'm fit.
Believe me, Russian girls, they're looking for soul, the partner. They're not looking for... the money comes the last. Yeah, even you hear a lot of stuff about Russian girls, but...
Do I stand a shot with these broads because they're 21 years old? Who's looking at a coot like me?
Go to Russia and then come back and then look in my eyes and I'll hear what you say to me.
So you say I got a shot with these girls?
You have a shot with these girls and you have a shot with many, a lot of beautiful girls in Russia because we're different.
These girls speak English?
Yeah, they speak English.
Enough English.
Enough English to understand you. Yeah.
Translate on this one, right?
I'm going up against some young guys and some older guys. Some of the young guys are very good looking.
We'll see, yeah.
I'm going to have this isn't going to be a slam dunk for me. Everyone thinks I'm going to win. Now I'm getting nervous.
We're looking at men. We look at men in a different perspective, Am
I ugly?
No. No, you're not. No, you're not. I looked at your pictures and I thought, oh my God. Listen, yes, a couple days ago I was looking when you were on David Letterman's show.
Forget David Letterman. If you met me in a bar.
You were so hot. And all those blue eyes just stay until today, you understand? Take your eyeglasses off.
Really? For the contest? Take them off?
Yes.
That's what I was saying.
Your eyes,
dark
blue
glasses are not going to work for him.
Yes.
Do you think I should come in sans glasses?
Yes. You really have to hire your self-esteem. What's happening with you? Who you surrounded with?
How about I wear glasses and then take off glasses during the conversation?
Well,
maybe that's
do you have both
move.
eyes? Are they safe? Like, do you have a black patch?
He's got two eyes.
Okay, that's good. It's going to work. It's going to work, yes.
Because I'm getting nervous. I'm going to leave the room now.
Okay.
Gary, get in here.